So Nika Muhl is a player that is popular mainly because she went to UConn. I'm gonna be real, but Nika Muhl, in her first overseas game ever, she tore her ACL, which was not good. It was not good at all. It was a repeat game. So basically, in the 2024 September 2024, Fenerbahce played Besiktas in the Euro Super Cup, and the game actually got abandoned because of the fans. And then in the replay of that game, Nika Muhl played, and Nika Muhl tore her ACL. So she was finito. She was done. At that stage, her season was done. She was ruled out for an entire year. She came back this year and played. I'll say she played okay. Like, I'm not going to say Nika Muhl was bad. I'm not going to say Nika Muhl played well either. Like, I'm looking through her stats now. She averaged 7 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists a game for a not very good EuroLeague team. And look, I thought she was she was okay. She was okay, and when she played with Croatia, she looked. I think there were times she's looked okay playing for Croatia, but like in the World Cup qualifiers, she immediately got hurt in one of the first games they played. Like, she'd been averaging 11 points a game in Eurobasket qualifiers, and look, the odds that Nika Muhl's, a lot of people are saying, oh, the Storm might protect Nika Muhl. No, what? Like, first of all, she was a second round pick. Second of all, like, she didn't score until her last game as a rookie. Like, a lot of people are very, very high on Nika Muhl purely because I think she's the all-time assist record holder at UConn. I'm pretty sure as well with Nika Muhl, she did a good job guarding Caitlin Clark that one game. But like, if you saw mock drafts for Nika Muhl prior to the NCAA tournament, they had Nika Muhl as a third round pick. Some had her going undrafted, and in the end, but you just never know when it comes to taking picks based on tournament runs. Like, nobody thought Kate Martin was going to go in the second round prior to the tournament, and going in the second round, she's kind of cemented her spot in the league. Like, I have no doubt about it. Kate Martin's going to make whatever team she's on, and she'll have a 10-year career. So it's the one positive thing with a Kate Martin. But Nika Muhl, she was very poor as a rookie. I want to see how many games did she play in the WNBA and how long it took her. If I'm not mistaken, it took her until the very last game of the season to score a point. She averaged 0.1 points per game. She scored, I think she scored 2 points in 16 games. So if you look at her game log, sorry, that is a random Nika Muhl clip that started playing. So I'm looking through her game logs here. She played 14 minutes on the last game of the season, and she scored 2 points. 1 of 5 from the field in that game. Like, in her rookie season, she went 1 for 14 from the field, 0 for 11 from 3, had 7 assists to 4 turnovers in an entire season. Like, in fairness, she did have more assists than KK Timpson, who, by the way, KK Timpson has had, I'm not joking when I say this, 1 assist in the last year, or in the last 2 years. It took her 10, 15 games playing in Czech Republic for her to register her first assist. She registered 0 assists on the season for the Indiana Fever. I'm not joking. She registered 0 assists on the season. And she, I think she went her last 10 games in FSU without having an assist. It's actually madness. There is never, people say, oh, this X or Y guard doesn't pass the ball. There is no person who passed the ball less than KK Timpson. She literally, she will shoot 80% of the time she touches the ball. She didn't even get a handoff assist. She will, if the ball hits KK Timpson's hand, she's going to shoot. But, yeah, with Nika Muhl at least had more assists than her. But, she had 2 points in 16 games. She saw the floor in 16 games. And now with back-to-back ACL tears, I understand a lot of people still want to believe that Nika Muhl, Nika Muhl can be a WNBA player. Look, she went to UConn. But like that's the only like argument anyone has for Nika Muhl being a WNBA player is she went to UConn. And unfortunately, UConn tax can get your foot in the door. I don't think UConn tax can keep you there when you were very poor. You were very poor as a rookie. Very, very iffy overseas this season and had 2 ACL tears. And look, I hope in 5 to 6 years Nika Muhl is able to build herself up to get back to that position, playing as the best players in the world. If she's able to build herself up and get back to being a high level pro and make a really good career out of basketball, which I think she might be able to. But it's going to be really tough to see her get back in the WNBA anytime soon anyway. Like, if you're the Seattle Storm, there's no point waiving her because you don't have to pay her. But at the end of the day, like, I would be very, very shocked if she's taken the expansion draft and there's a 0% chance she'll be protected. Like, maybe Portland or one of these teams are like, you know what, we'll take a chance. We don't want to take anyone else from Seattle. But, like, I don't know. I really, really don't. I have no idea what they're going to do here. And look, I feel really bad for Nika Muhl. I feel really bad for her because she's like done all the right things. She rehabbed. She got back to at least a comparable level to where she was beforehand. At least a comparable level. But it just doesn't matter. It does not matter getting to that level if you go playing in World Cup qualifiers and you tear your ACL again. And you tear your other ACL. At least it's not the same one twice, I guess. But like, coming off 2 ACL tears, I don't remember anyone who's come off 2 ACL tears and like, not like lived to tell the tale in basketball terms, but like came off 2 ACL tears and got better, because Nika Muhl at this point in time has not shown enough to be a WNBA player. And like, if she has to go and she has to improve significantly, and doing that off the back of 2 ACL tears is not easy to do whatsoever. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think Nika Muhl is going to be a WNBA player? Do you guys think Nika Muhl will ever reach double digits in WNBA points total? I don't know. Let's just okay, let's ask this question. Leave in the comment section. Do you think Nika Muhl will ever score 100 points in the WNBA total? Not in a season, not in a game, obviously. But will she total 100 points in the WNBA? She needs 98 more. I say no. I hope she does. I really do. But I say no. But anyway, I'll see you guys.